In August of 2020, the World Health Organization celebrated Global Immunization Week, which aimed to promote greater engagement around vaccinations around the world. But for as polarizing as it is, the concept and practice of vaccination isn't the most difficult to understand, and I'll bet you and I will be able to cover it in the next 2.5 minutes. Our bodies are made of trillions of tiny little organisms called cells. Cells clump together to form the society of your anatomy. But it only takes one unchecked virus to send your body into chaos. So to protect our cells, we rely on our immune system, which is a special group of cells which have the ability to target and destroy anything bad inside of our bodies, which we call pathogens. When our body is issued a vaccine, it's receiving a weakened and harmless version of the pathogen to mingle with our immune system. We can split this immune system into two main categories. The first is non-specific, otherwise known as innate. Innate immune cells will attack any cell in the body which they perceive as foreign. But what vaccines majorly affect is the innate immune system's counterpart, our adaptive immune system. Our adaptive immune cells can bring the fight to specific pathogens, from COVID-19 to the stomach flu. These adaptive immune cells are able to isolate and identify specific pathogens with a little help from these. This is an antigen receptor. These receptors can only bond to one type of pathogen, and on each cell, every receptor is identical. This means that each immune cell is specific to only one pathogen. But with so many cells in your body, there are more than enough cells to bind to every conceivable disease you could ever contract. Those cells are called lymphocytes, and by knowing exactly what it is they're binding to, they have the power of knowledge. Once these lymphocytes can find and attach to the one pathogen that they're able to, they will proliferate or multiply into two types of cells, effector cells and memory cells. These effector and memory cells can only read the same pathogen as their parent. Effector cells are who do the fighting. They can release proteins called antibodies to ensnare or kill their designated pathogen. Cytotoxic cells can kill cells in our body that are infected, and helper T cells can raise an alarm to let our body know it is infected, and even pass this message to the other innate half of the immune system to make it work harder. Well, it almost sounds like our adaptive immune system is adapting. Lymphocytes also multiply into memory cells, which stay behind long after the infection is fought off. Memory cells store records of the infection and leave more lymphocytes specific to that pathogen so that later down the line, the response from our immune system can be bigger and faster. Hence, our immune system can become much stronger against whatever we were initially vaccinated against. Unfortunately, research has shown that global rates of child vaccinations have remained stagnant over the past decade. However, it's still important that we learn how vaccinations work and their benefit for society so that we can become accurate advocates for a safe and healthy human population. Thanks for watching.